go.
What's up? We love. What's up, Kush? You look slanted. What do I said Kush looks slanted. Is it just me? You might. This is funny. You look sideways. You look sideways. There we go. Wait, but that's funny. Your background is still sideways. I like the background. Oh, man. Man, y'all, it's been a hell of a week. It's been a hell of a day for me. It's been a crazy day. Processing orders and stuff is a blessing to have orders, but some people, damn, dropping my phone. See, some people are just impatient. I hope I ain't. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm on Instagram. That's how my day been. Let me take this out the case so it won't fall again. What's new in y'all world? Jeez.
I was at Minnesota. Woke up this morning.
Can't hear you. You going in and out. Nah, if you saying something. Can't hear. I guess he having some technical difficulties. What's up with you, Kush?
Hello?
Yeah, you can hear? You can hear me? Okay, cool.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. I thought I was on mute. I don't know. I'm tripping.
It's one of them days. Not working. You said something about you woke up trying to get your thoughts together. There you go. It must be your hair. It must be because it sounds muffled. It must be blocking the speaker. Yeah, see, every time you move.
Hold on, I'll be right back. But go on, man. I'll be back. Man, my week been, whatever. I've been in Memphis, Tennessee for a whole week straight. So.
Is it cold out there? No, probably not, because that's kind of close down south.
It's a little breezy, but nothing crazy. Why it's cold out there?
No, it's been kind of breezy and a little rainy, but that's about it. Y'all, I'm trying to inspect my phone. Excuse y'all looking at my ceiling. Y'all see Alexa?
For sure.
Cause this show hit hard.
All right. I'll tell you that.
On the bike. I don't know how to fix this in the back. Let me see if I can read.
You where? So. Oh yeah, it's gonna be cold out there, yo. I woke up this morning and started driving. Man, next thing you know, it started snowing. I'm like, what?
Is it Mercury retrograde? Because you talking, but we can't see you.
Well, hold up. I'm working on something. I'm working on pasta.
He
Hold
said,
on. I gotta fix. I gotta coordinate.
"Now coordinate."
Yeah, because
I'm so thirsty.
We coming in a good week, man. Cause I don't think y'all know what's about to go down this week, but you better know what's going down this week. Well, what's going down? We got the figures of them all, the heavy hitters of them all.
The verses.
What? Sunday, Easter. When it fire.
Boy, you in this volume. Oh, I think we lost Kush. You in this volume.
Hold on, man. I gotta get this over.
You gotta get it together.
Hold on.
You gotta get it together.
What's going on?
This is not a normal podcast. I am so tired. He said it's not right. It's not right. I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me? Is this a Verizon commercial?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Like, I'm rolling, I'm here.
You here. I got like this whole production going on. I got my laptop over there. I have my iPad right here.
Okay, look.
This is how I've been rolling. Oh, that's better.
Alright, look, check this out. What I wanted to say is that we got the Earth, Wind, and Fire versus the Isley Brothers this Sunday. That is a big version out of history, because if you don't know who those two groups is, I think you need to start Googling Gary and read up who is these people. Even if they got a music dictionary, you can look up that and make sure that you know about who these people is this Sunday. Because if your mother did not cook, listen to Isaac Brothers, Earth, Wind, and Fire, cooking that chicken or that food, well, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. I ain't gonna lie to you. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. Because your mama don't know how to cook. And whoever around you don't know how to cook. You know what I'm saying? They food is stepped on. Straight up.
You said stepped on?
Yeah, it's stepped on. Yep. Mm-hmm. It ain't
Stepped on.
Yeah, you might well tell your mama, look, hey mom, if you don't know who the husband is, if you don't know who Earth, Wind, and Fire, hey mama, look, you do better just put my, cooking me some ramen noodles in the microwave. Sure.
Alright, so what's some of the music?
Huh?
I said, what's some of the music?
Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Some of the music. I know the Isley Brothers. Well, they might be responsible for your birth.
Well, I'm going to say a lot of people is here because of them. You know what I'm saying? Without Earth, Wind, and Fire,
there won't be no earth, no wind, or no fire.
You know, as a matter of fact, that's three elements that you need to make a nice, in the oven. You know?
So, all right. So, out of Earth, Wind, and Fire, are you good? Out of Earth, Wind, and Fire, and the Isley Brothers, who you think is gonna win? That's tough.
Well, right now, what I'm gonna do is, I have a special guest that's gonna come on. That's details about it, because
okay.
the thing is that he's one in my eyes, one of the greatest producers that never, that I'm gonna say that people don't know about.
Okay.
But I think he deserved some type of nomination. You know what I'm saying?
I know. We were talking. I have on Instagram. They're saying that this is a tough one because one is more about love and one is more about the jams.
Mm-hmm.
It is tough, but I mean, you talking about good music back in the day. Of course, it's a little bit before my time, but my father, I get my music style from my dad. My late father, I love him so much, but he's the one. It's because of him that I ride around with bass in my car. It is not the same. Like music is not about the bass in the music, but it's about the clarity and hearing everything. So it's like I have to hear the bass. I have to hear it. But it's like I gotta hear every instrument too. So it's like when I sit there and get a new radio, it's so tedious because I'm sitting there and I'm fine tuning because I gotta hear it so clear. And it's like the music gotta be loud. Like when I was about 6 years old, to me it was before surround sound. Actually, we even knew what surround sound was. My father, we had these speakers, the little speaker that had the turntable on top. And it was like an all-in-one. I don't know if y'all remember that, but they had the turntable on top and we had a speaker. He had two in the corner. He had like a speaker at the top of the ceiling in the corner. Before I even knew what surround sound was, this is how it was. And he had the couch in the middle. So you had a speaker in every corner and at the top. And he just sat, my sister and I in the middle, and we would sit there. And it was like something that we did almost every day when I came home from school. And then we would just listen to music, and the way that the music was coming, it was surround sounds coming in my ears, like, oh, it was the jam, it was the bomb. So he completely changed the way I listen to music. It has to be loud. It has to be blasting. You can ask my children. They know when their mama get in the mood. And hopefully you're not sitting in the front seat. Or you're on the passenger side because you out to get beat up. I'm one of them parents that beat my kids up while I'm singing. Not intentionally, but I'm just playing. I'm just clowning. So my dad was a fan of both. So I don't know. This is hard. Like I agree. One is with jams and one is about the love music.
Well, what I don't know, because like I said, my eyes and ears is ready for something. And
what time it start?
It might do that thing around the like evening time when everybody settles down. Cause everybody gonna be picnics probably out doing Easter stuff, Easter egg hunting and stuff with their kids and stuff. So
who gonna be stay hunting? Urban and Fire was popping for music listening. Yeah, true.
but my thing is, what I don't want them to do, because normally what verses do, they wind up pushing things back. I hope they follow through.
I think they're gonna, cause it's like it's right here. It's like literally tomorrow.
I mean, think about it too. That is a good, nice Sunday morning to be, looking forward to. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, hey, Sunday is a good time to pick that because that's when your mom cook their red beans and rice. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't eat chicken no more.
I wish we could play music.
2009, so
we gonna get banned.
Like fish, shrimp, you know what I'm saying? Shrimp stew, shrimp pie, shrimp dumplings.
Well, what is you talking about?
Shrimp.
You got me sound like
shrimp, everything.
Who?
Shrimp, gumbo, shrimp.
We said that.
Shrimp,
you said that.
Yeah, so shrimp everything, I was just a shrimp. I turned into a shrimp person, So
yes.
Forrest Gump.
I know, right? Forrest Gump. Hey, it said the setup instead of the Isley Brothers, it should have been Frankie, Beverly, and Maze with Earth, Wind, and Fire. That I think so too. They have a equal sound, but I think they did this on purpose to make it something different because it's kind of the same, but it's a little different. But they both had the hits, So
But ain't Earth, same time. So playing Brother Red, they didn't come out until I don't think they were.
I don't know. Don't ask me dates.
I'm like, wait, hold on. What I say? When my other little guests come on, we gonna get down to the nitty gritty to this thing because it's just kind of yeah. So then you got behind that is other two groups that's gonna be behind it in that month.
Who?
What's the name of them?
Are you talking about SWV?
Yeah, SWV and
Escape?
the other group, Escape. Yeah, they gonna be going at it too.
I think you remember saying Escape.
Yeah.
Escape on what?
Yeah, man. But I'm trying to figure out this my thing here too.
You said Escape gonna win it? That's what you said?
Yeah.
What you mean? SWV. I'm so into you. What you talking about? I don't know what I'm gonna do.
So they already won.
Bah.
You can't see. Can't you see?
Yeah, what you? Oh, wait, you talking about Total?
That's total. Man.
What you do to me? I said, well, you taking me way back. That's Total. My love, but Total help me sing it. Man, what happened to Total, man?
Listen, when you play that song, you can't just play that song without doing the Puff Daddy.
Wait, who's the Puff Daddy dad? You stupid. You dumb. Man, Total had the hits, man. What are you talking about? You about to make me pull up Total. But I don't know. SWV and Escape. I mean, I don't know. SWV, they had some hits though. I mean, Escape had some hits too, but SWV, man. I guess so. Weak in the knees, I can hardly. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know. They music now. They had like just a couple of hits that was just the bomb. That they still hits to this day.
I think, tell you the truth, I think when
I'm going for SWV.
I'm going for Total.
Total not even on the list. Total.
They should put them on the list.
No.
Who ain't gonna put them against them? Total. Who do you think will go against Total?
Right here. Be right here. That's what I'm talking about. They say SWV's biggest hit. Right here, I'm so into you. Weak and downtown. That's the way. What?
That boy said 3LW.
Wait. What?
3LW.
3LW. What was that song? What song?
You're not talking about that song. Can you follow me? I ain't said that was gonna win. I said,
bruh, you really went there. Wait. 3LW, you really went there. That dude said, can you follow me? I'm surprised you remember that.
I guess they call the 3LW stand for 3 Little Women, huh?
That's what it was. Yep, 3 Little Women.
Yeah, 3 Little Women.
That's what it was.
3 Lost Women.
3 months. Dang. Well, in that case, do y'all know the group? Remember the group Moke and stuff? Bruh. Yeah. They got quiet.
That was the one that sung that little Skeeter song. Cousin Skeeter song. You know what I'm talking about?
No, Moke and stuff sung, what was that song? The Boy Is Mine, something. You may have had him once, but I got him all the time.
You know what? Don't laugh at me when I say something like that. I thought, what you call it, when they sung that song, I thought that was Mary J. Blige singing that song. What song?
You told us not to laugh. Is that for real? Thank you. But, bam, SWV had 4 albums that was popping. Escape only had 2. I'm telling y'all, Escape ain't gonna win this. I'm sorry. They're not gonna win this. SWV. I'm telling you. Put it this way. To this day, SWV, they're still performing. And they still roll. How many performances Escape doing today? Crickets.
They break up or something? That's probably why.
They don't, but SWV, they just doing like a reunion tour. You know what I'm saying? But they still roll. Their music, it still takes you. Even the newer generation jumping on their music. I'm telling you.
I think that shit just went when that came out with
Whatever.
Toto now, man. Toto would have whooped that ass, make that ass. You know what I'm saying? Put that nice
Man.
nice, good. You know
I agree with look, now you about to make me open that. I agree. Let me see. Let me is it raining? Bro, it's raining. Let me see Escape songs.
Who's the Lil Bow Wow Romeo. That's what we gotta see. Lil Bow Wow versus Lil Romeo.
Bro, that I ain't even showing up. He said Lil Bow Wow versus Lil Romeo. I'm not showing up. I don't know none of their songs.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you, but I don't play songs either. I'm just that probably be a loss for Romeo because Bow Wow had a lot of, you know.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
But Romeo was really rich though. Hey, he really had money. Right, I can see that. So you say Bow Wow did the Bow Wow challenge line.
This not the same people.
Romeo really got it, but his music wasn't really popping. Let me see some quick.
Let me see some Escape. Oh, you know what? I spelled the wrong thing. Here we go. Escape. Man, the biggest thing for Escape was understanding. And I used to have all these, well, I had all the albums. Understanding, Tonight, Work Me Slow, half of the stuff they ain't even sing. And I don't even look some of these songs. What? Let's Do It Again. That was a song. Oh, Is My Living in Vain? I remember that song because I performed it a lot on not fashion shows. My goodness, talent shows in school. I sang Is My Living in Vain. We did, was it Tonight? I did that. And we used to sing Work Me Slow. And that's about it. Oh, of course, Understanding. What I need from you, understanding. I remember that song, Is My Living in Vain? Is my vain.
I feel some type of way, like, I'm trying to figure out why they did not go at Toto.
You know what? I don't know. Oh, we got to guess. I don't know why Total, they stopped making music because their music to me was rolling. Like, I mean, Total took me through a lot of stuff. And it's like, it was just a different vibe. And I know Tiana Taylor have a song that's kind of like on a little Total beat to kind of bring it back. She was even doing the dance in her video. And I think it's cool, but I don't know. It's like literally when they went off the radar, they literally went off the radar. Vando, why don't you introduce our guest?
All right. Probably got it wrong here. What's good? About to bring him on. His name was the beat maker, the hit maker. I'm gonna say, man, shit. He remind me of a guy that you always hear making these music. Timberland, Kanye West. I'm talking about, man, this dude wanted everybody that you think of, you can make a beat, you know what I'm saying? Ryan Leslie, this dude is that dude, you know what I'm saying? So, you want to take your mic off the mute, man, we can hear you. And,
what a fucking intro, Frank. Brother, what an intro, dog. What am I supposed to say after that, King? What am I supposed to say, brother?
I'm saying, though, man, it is what it is, man, that you really are that guy that I feel like that, you know, people should recognize. And you know, you're under the radar, that's by choice, you know what I'm saying? It's by choice, not by you know, that you wanted to. But I mean, at the end of the day, man. But we're gonna let everybody, you know, let you, introduce yourself and really put out there what you do. And
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm Quest, from Algiers, New Orleans. Been doing music since I was 5 years old. Piano. Then I started writing. Was published in Reading Rainbow. Shit, in 2nd grade. That was my first published publication. It was a poetry. It was a poem called "I Am." We all know Reading Rainbow. I can do.
Yes.
Look, we busting that. We're busting. Reading Rainbow was my first publication. That was actually what gave me the confidence to keep writing and do music. So that's how I combined the music from learning piano all the way to the writing standpoint. So at 5, and then I started, doing tour commercials, spoken word all around the city, Rockport slams, international slams. I mean, that's just speed into the story. Buku stage plays, mentored under like poets like Sonny Patterson, Anthony Bean, the Marcelluses, just to name a few. The Rebirth, Trombone Shorty. Like, these are the people who inspired me, and I would work with them and in the studio with them, and also the late great Paulie, who taught me audio at NOCA. So I went to NOCA too.
Oh, cool.
So I basically got all my skills from media arts and audio from NOCA and theater. So I was trained in the arts. So yeah, this is what I'm bred to do, kind of like a Superman movie where I get born, like, to do a specific thing. I'm born to do a specific thing, and I come from the roots of my company is Element Movement. How can I not mention my baby, right? Element Movement LLC. The most recent thing I just did with Shea Moisture, the beard ads. I don't know if you see it on your timeline. I see it all the time, I guess, because of the cash and shit. But the beard ads in my story. I got the fucking bag over there. The story is basically the narrative of black men and how we feel going through mental therapy, smiling, family, those type of things. So I work with brands, Netflix, Uber, whomever else. And then right now, the current thing is Dipset. So I'm one of the, Dipset is a setup of the organizations like Skull Gang, you got BL, you got 730 Dips, you got 730 Dip Divas, you have a couple of different sectors. That is Dipset, and I'm a part of the team. So it's like a big Wu-Tang in a sense, essentially.
Oh, cool.
So that is the newest thing. So yeah, that's what's up. That's me.
Cool. I went to school with Sunny.
So that's my mentor, man. That's my heart. Like,
yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, the newest, like, not even the newest, like, how you got those great writers of our time?
Mm-hmm.
Like, like, you got Maya Angelou, you got Langston Hughes, Nika Giovanni, right?
Yeah.
Nika Giovanni. She is that. And
absolutely.
New Orleans, and
yeah.
she could just be talking to you just like this. And we call it spoken word, so we could just be talking to you normal, and then we're just going to a whole spoken word piece, and you wouldn't even know it. It's just you see me do it before, Frank. You just go into a whole spoken word piece, you know what I'm saying? So I think I add up that into the music, and just like Tupac did too, because he was a writer too. So like we have a really close. Yeah, me and Pac really have that's one of my favorite rappers. We have a really close upbringing, like real identical almost. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is my mama wasn't a Black Panther. That's the only thing. But like our fucking upbringing was like to the fucking most identical as way possible, So yeah.
Wow.
Well, we were talking about the Earth, Wind, and Fire and Isaac Brothers thing that's coming up this Sunday, which is Easter Sunday. And we're just trying to figure out that, if people don't know nothing about them, that mama never played Isaac Brother, Earth, Wind, and Fire while she was cooking food on a Sunday, then something wrong with your food, you know what I'm saying? There's no season in that thing, you know what I'm saying?
Your food not seasoned. Your chicken not seasoned.
I said chicken.
If your arm no move when you cook it, like if your head up gobble arm, I ain't eating food.
Gobble arm.
That's really I'm just thinking, okay, all right, Earth, Wind, and Fire is like really why everybody is here while we're talking right now. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't the other one point in time who came up? So my thing is like, okay, what is producer? What can you say that Earth, Wind and Fire and Isaac Brother could bring to your table? I mean, what made you who you are today? Like, the great.
Well, I mean, man, I can go all the way through my tattoos. I mean, shit, you really like how embedded Earth, Wind and Fire is into my company, my music, their covers, the way they formatted their songs, the way they broke the bridges down. Even the Isley Brothers, you know what I'm saying? The way this shit's smooth, it flows through, and then it'll break into a new song, and it'll be a third song. Yeah, I mean, Earth, Wind and Fire, it's my tattoo now. I'm gonna get that bitch done up, you know, like, that's directly Earth, Wind and Fire, all the unks and that shit on me. So, right. You know, what is it? So, would you mind? Yeah, you know, like, they went in.
So, alright, so out of Earth, Wind and Fire and the Isaac Brother, I'm gonna say this. Who you think has the most melody?
To keep it real funky wise, Earth, Wind and Fire. I'm gonna just say Earth, Wind and Fire because like that's why I grew up. I listen to that all the time. Earth, Wind and Fire, Prince, Billie Holiday, Michael Jackson,
Real.
The Stylists, Del Phonics.
Real.
I could go on and on and on. Earth, Wind and Fire. Mom said every album has a fucking the vinyl had like I knew Earth, Wind and Fire like there was a new artist. It wasn't new. So I'm thinking they knew. And you at the same time, I'm from the 90s, so I'm listening to Tevin Campbell, you know, Brandy, Boys to Men, you know, Brian McKnight, you know, I'm listening to these. But I'm thinking Earth, Wind and Fire. I'm thinking Earth, Wind and Fire is a new artist. And I'm like, these niggas not new. They was probably 20 years, 30 years apart. So probably 20, right? So
Yeah,
Earth, Wind and Fire to me, I mean, but I can't. It's like it's so hard, and it's like the verse is not really a competition, but like it's so hard to pick between them because the Isley still had that smooth groove.
exactly.
But Earth, Wind and Fire got two singers now. They got two singers. They got Billy Bailey and
all them people, they only got two singers.
Earth, Wind and Fire got two singers. Now they all sung, right? So they sung, but. They made the melodies and everything, but they have two main singers. The
Right.
Isley Brothers, the brothers may have sung maybe a couple times here and there, but Ronald Isley was
Of course.
was the GOAT.
Yes.
Even to this day,
He still
like
is.
Tony Wilson, he can still get down. You know what I'm saying? I still go to a Isley Brothers concert like they
Right.
like they some fucking like they go over somebody. You know what I'm saying? Just excited. You know what I mean? So
Right.
Earth, Wind and Fire, right? And the line still running with him.
So I'm gonna ask you this question. All right. So who was the music today? Let's say with the music today that's going on today, right? All right. In that time of making music and the music that they make today, what you think that music is missing and they getting away from?
Everything.
Completely, I mean everything. You know why? Because the thing about it is record labels are using music as the and I'm gonna get into what's missing musically too. Record labels are just getting what you can get in and get out. It's like a 360. You make your little okay song. The songs ain't even really hot like that. No shot. But I don't listen to a lot of the music. I don't. And I don't even listen to more of the popular music. If it ain't Hov coming out with something new, if it ain't Nas coming out with something new, a lot of the older cats, I'm listening still to that. I'm not really. I mean Kendricks and Coles and I listen to those. But all the rest of this shit I'm not impressed by. Even when it comes down to production-wise, I'm not impressed. You know what I'm saying? Prince formatted his music 4x4, so every 4 bars you get something new. And if you listen to his music, it's formatted like that. They don't format the music. They don't format their music like that no more. So you look at it. And that's what I do. And that's what I do when I'm up. So I was doing beat battle down here too. So you do 4x4. Like you do every 4 bars, something changes in the song, right? Right. So when you listen to an Earth, Wind and Fire song, they have the layers vocal. Look into your eyes, beautiful time. And then you still get the like the guitar is chasing the singer. Like he's saying he's going with the singer. The beat don't go with nobody no more. They don't do it no more. Like the beat is put it over. Put it over. And even R&B is not R&B because it's trying to be rap. So like you basically combine
exactly. Yeah.
And it not saying that you can't do it, but you need to do it effectively. I'm hard on music. Sometimes people don't even like listen to music around me. I don't know why. I'm really hard on it. I'm telling you, you listen to what you listen to. I like everything. I just don't like something that's gonna make my IQ go down lower. Like I have to come down to that.
Real.
That's what it comes down to. Like it really makes you lower your IQ when you sitting there listening to some of this dumb shit. Every song,
Right.
I fucked your bitch.
Yeah.
Where your bitch at,
Right.
right?
Right.
It makes people like more sensitive also. And I'm not gonna say any artist's name, but I can just keep it real. The music that person's putting out, one of the top artists, very sensitive. So it's making these men sensitive at the same time. And it's making sometimes it's putting out the wrong vibration. The music is really a frequency that feels. A lot of people don't like when you get in a bad mood. Like music is a therapy, but it also puts out a frequency which can feel you. You're like literally, you wonder why you listen to Sade because Sade had a certain frequency she put out.
Oh man.
It made you feel good.
Yes.
You can put on the cherries and then
Yeah.
you can put that on at any point in time.
Anytime.
And you're gonna feel it because the frequencies resonate different. Now
Right.
I can't listen to music like that. Like you
Right.
know, like I just can't. I try. And it's the producers, they are the fucking MVP. I'm gonna say that. Like the producers try as much as they can, but you know, that's what yeah, you do.
Man, that's true.
Because without the engineer, I feel like this. Okay, all right. Most majority of your rappers that's out there is, you know, you gotta have a nice good producer and an engineer. Because the engineer makes the artist. You know what I'm saying? You know, because sometimes, you know, because I found that out too. Like, say, like when you freestyle, and when you freestyle, your first verse will become the bridge, because that's just how the engineer get in there and start mixing to the music and stuff. And then next thing you know, you already know that this is a freestyle song that nobody, he didn't really put his heart into it. He just went in the booth and just went on the rampage. You know what I'm saying? Making music.
It'd be crazy shit too. Like everybody, honestly, you know what it is? Nobody wants to be themselves. That's what it comes down to. Because not everybody is Jay-Z. You can't be Holy. There's only one Jay-Z. One of my favorite rappers right now, Cool Jay-Z up there, right? Tupac. Nobody, you can't be Jay-Z. And like sometimes, like, you know, Wayne do the same thing. I don't write it, but I mean, people they've been doing it for like how long? Right. You can't just get in the booth, and I've been there, bro. Like, they punch me, and man, no. Come on the booth, write it down. Like, it could be a session in your opinion, but now we can come on the booth, man, write this down. Because this punching that shit is not gonna work for me. Because it's not giving a feeling. I can really sit there and freestyle a whole song and it be meaningful. Like, it really be something melodically. Because it's coming from a different place. I'm a writer, right? I can do that, but I also like writing too. Because people want to, instead of you trying to show off in your music, let your soul come out, man. These artists, Earth, Wind and Fire, Ozzy Brothers, they were singing from love, pain, from the heart. You know what I'm saying? And that's what was, you know, helping some of the anxiety too, along with some of the, you know, the blood shit that was going on too. You know,
but the industry is totally different from back then to how it is now. And I think with maybe some of the artists is, you know, they're trying to sell. So I think if I'm saying his name, if it's Ty Trivet, I was on YouTube and I came across a video and he made this song for us like during like the quarantine, right? And he was on a business call, he said, and he was kind of upset because on a business call, he just wants to sell his music. But they was like, well, if you do this, then we could put you on this platform. And if you can do this, we put you there. And it's like, in his case, he's like, nah, forget about it. You know, because I'm going to be myself. I don't want to do this just to get there. You know, I got the money to do it. But if you mean I got to do this to do that, then I don't want to do it. But you have a lot of other artists that they'll chase the money and they'll change themselves to fit the picture that, you know, the industry, you know, want them to paint to everybody else. So when you look at it, everybody's kind of starting to blend in together and almost look the same. Their musics are sounding the same. And even people, you know, from an older generation, they're coming in now doing some of the new generation type things. And they're like, oh, your sound is different. But it's different for the person, but it's the same when we hear it. You know, so it's like everybody you know, it seems like they're adapting to what's being, you know, portrayed, I guess, in the industry right now. And music for me isn't the same. Like I still jam to Erykah Badu. And you know, I have my 8-year-old. He's the one that's sitting in the passenger seat. I'm that type of parent, you know, that kind of be when I'm singing, I'm pulling on him and stuff like that. That's me. I'm that kind of parent. So he's clowning, but I was listening to the song Apple Tree by Erykah Badu. And that's the bomb. And it's like there's a lot of stuff that I'm singing, but when I was young I didn't understand it, and I understand it now. And that's one of the songs he likes. You know, so I would play it, and I'm like, listen to the words, man. Let's listen to what that says. You know, and it's like, it's just music like that. I don't feel like you said, like you could listen to Sade and it take you, you know, somewhere. And that's how I feel with Erykah Badu. You know, because her music is a vibe, it's a story, and you can hear, you can feel how she's feeling, you know, in the songs, right? But it's like the songs today, I rarely listen to Q93. You know what I'm saying? I rarely listen to the radio. You know, I mean, I'm on Tidal. I'm on my own playlist and looking up old school, you know, artists, because music is just not the same. But I'm one of those people that music, you know, it does a lot for me. You know, when I listen to it, it's not just listening to it. It's like it takes me somewhere. I'm vibing to it. And you know, music for me, it took me through the happiness, through the pain, heartache, all that stuff. It took me through my life. You know, so music is really one of those things that I would say is important to me, because it's not just hearing it, it's feeling it. So like you said, I relate with you. Some songs I can't get down with. I can't, because it doesn't give me that, yeah, it doesn't give me that vibe, you know. And it's like I'm listening to it, I'm like, nah, I don't feel like that. You know, this other friend, like we were talking about this song, I don't know who sang it, but he was like, all my friends are dead. All my friends are dead. I'm like, what's the point? I'm like, what? Like I can't vibe to that. I can't vibe to that. That doesn't make sense to me. You know?
What it is too today, all right, this is the thing too. You say in so many ways that people want to be, they want to follow the trend instead of being trendsetters. You know what I'm saying? Because if you, I think that that's another thing too. The thing, like when you was in high school. When you was in high school, what everybody wanted to do, wanted to be like the popular kids in high school. So this is where the world we live in, just like you in high school.
I wasn't popular.
So, nobody don't want to be weird. Nobody don't want to be themselves. You know what I'm saying? If you be yourself, you weird, which is crazy.
It's okay.
If you be yourself, you weird. Like that don't make no sense. Like, so if nobody can, you know, what I can say, be themselves around you, then that's not real. You know what I'm saying? And then too, that's another thing. We go with music take you so well, and what we going at right now with it, I can see when somebody be like, well, I'm different. I'm this. I'm different. Well, how can you be different when you're doing the same thing that everybody else is doing? You know what I'm saying? And you're wearing the same thing that everybody else have. You want everything the same thing that everybody have. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, you name like Erwin and Fire, Prince, and all these people that really, you know, stayed on tempo with their music. They ain't really, you know, was on beat or on tempo with their music. So, which is, you taught me something now, because I'm like, damn, I never really looked at it like that as a producer myself. You know what I'm saying? So, my thing is, though, is like, and the eyes of this Sunday, people can look at it and really sit down and really write and go back in the lab and critique who they thought they was. You know what I'm saying? Read, you know, write history all over again, but better. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it like the same people what they did before, but put your own little touch to it. Because what I'm about to say, since they've been on this version, mark my word, the only thing they're going to wind up doing, we already know they're going to probably do samples after they come out. Because none of the new kids on the block never heard of them before. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, the most thing they're going to try to do is to get closer to them, and he just like try to do a sample. But Prince, you know, when he was alive, he wasn't having it. Like, you're not about to sample my music and really, you know, water down my stuff, you know what I'm saying? For your one one hit quitter. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, at the end of the day, I got Cartoon. He's also a artist too. So I mean, which is a new generation of music, but he has his own style. He's not like one of these artists that's like, you know, like I said, he got his own. He's from Cali, but I'm gonna let him. Matter of fact, introduce yourself too, man, because you down there talking. You're quiet, but talking in your mind. I see you. Talking, you know. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, pretty much just taking it all in. But I feel like music these days, everybody's afraid of being judged. You feel me? Like, you think back in the day, you didn't even get here. Nobody would even hear you unless you really had what it took. But like nowadays, everybody got a camera in front of them. It's easy to put music out. So you got so much trash, and you have to like funnel through the trash to find like a real gem. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's true. That's true with that, because they like a needle in a haystack with stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you one thing, Quest. We also were saying something about after Earth, Wind and Fire, they have two groups coming out. They gonna do version with next month, and that's what, that was SWV.
SWV and Escape. I'm going for SWV. They should have did Drew Hill and Jodeci.
Yeah, that would have been fire. SWV and Escape, god damn.
SWV, hands down. I'm sorry.
But my thing is, I'm like, why they forget about Total? Like Total, what about Total, man? Like, come on, man, like the
Total will go against something like yeah, who else was out there in Total time? Damn, the Total and in Vogue. It'd be something like that.
No, they can't match In Vogue.
They still can't match In Vogue.
I'm about to say In Vogue. I don't know who can match In Vogue. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So maybe it should have been In Vogue versus SWV, because they were really real singers. To keep it real, I mean, SWV had them singers too. They did, like, who the big girl in Escape was? She was a singer.
Yeah, she was. That's something. That's the name you don't know. You don't remember.
I forgot her name, but she was cold, and I know Candy could sing too. She could get better.
Candy could sing, but that chick, she was good. And that's the crazy thing. Everybody remember Candy and your girl Tiny from T.I. But your girl, she has a voice. She has a voice big time.
Her diaphragm was like.
Yeah.
She came up in that church too, you know.
Nah, let it go. Let it go. But now I would, like I said, Drew Hill and Jodeci, to me, that would have been a bomb.
Yeah.
That would have been a bomb.
No. Listen, I'm gonna say this though. Drew Hill and Jodeci, like, I think that's like Drew Hill. They got so many hits, and you got so many singers in Drew Hill. They came out with their own little, albums and all kind of other stuff.
So
Jodeci by itself, man, like.
That's confident. Like Jodeci, like that's confident, because Casey and JoJo, they're monsters of their own. Like Drew Hill had Cisco. Another dude could sing too. He could sing too. The other guy could sing too, but the rest never heard it.
No, but I mean, they had hits though. That's just like what SWV and Escape.
Yeah, fucking right. SWV had no fucking. SWV though, that's SWV, like.
I'm telling you,
recently that was fire.
Yes,
like,
that's what I was telling them. They still making music. Escape, they tried. They not making no more music.
So,
they can't get along. So
what about, okay, if you had a choice and you really wanted, who you would put against with Boys to Men?
Boys to Men. Damn, it's really hard. Boys to Men is like they could do it without music. Like,
I know, right?
Just harmonizing. They did Can You Stand the Rain?
New Edition.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
New Edition.
Because New Edition discovered them, so they're lucky who.
That's true.
It's still hard. New Edition got hit for days, but so was Boys to Men.
Boys to Men.
That would be a fire battle, and they still around too.
It's still around.
I don't know why I had a bad because I thought Boys and Men discovered New Edition, but damn, it was.
Ronnie.
Yeah, Ronnie was the one.
Ronnie, because they came to him on the tour bus, and he was like, we sing too. And that's what because they sound like New Edition if you listen to them. You know
they do.
So you telling me, which is your master, okay, your sensei, go against his students. So
that's a battle. That's a battle.
Boy.
That's a battle to me.
I may have to hit Timberland people up and tell them.
That's a battle.
You gotta do that because think about it though, because you got Bobby Brown, you got the boy with the eyes who you be saying like he about to kill you. So,
Johnny Gill. Yeah. That's true. Oh man.
I said Johnny Gill on my song Here I Go. My boy Bishop did it. The day there you go from the Boomerang.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yep.
My boy Bishop sample. I got the video about to come out, but that's a Johnny Gill sample. Look, that bitch gold. Like that's everybody's favorite song.
Wow. You know what's crazy? I think what this Sunday is going to do for a lot of the new school is that some of them don't realize that some of the songs they sample actually come from Earth, Wind, Fire and the Isley Brothers. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're going to learn a lot. Like, wait a minute, I know that sound. And, you know, hopefully that'll help for them to understand music, because it's like with my boys, they listen to the music, you know, what that I introduced them to. And it's like it's two completely different sounds. You know, like completely different. So hopefully that's what Sunday could do to educate. But if music is ever going to get back to being the same, I can't say so. I think sometimes they may take, you know, you're going to have some cats that come in and try to bring it back, but it's not going to fully go there. Like, for example, I like Bruno Mars because he puts you in that, you know, back in the day type groove, that vibe, you know, that soulful vibe. Even he dressed like that. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, and I love that. So cats like that, yes. Like they're kind of keeping it still alive in a way. But will it fully come back to whereas music is like, you know, just kind of take you there like our Sade's and stuff like that of our time? I don't know. Like, you know, Beyonce's great and her music is good. You think so?
I think so. I think it just needs to be woken up. But I mean,
there you go.
Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars coming together is a colossal. With the new song they got out, it's hot.
Yeah.
The song's hot. Leave the Door Open.
Yeah. I like that song. You got me blushing. I like that song.
That song hot. But Anderson .Paak, his voice is really dominant. I think the problem is we don't have the A&R discovering the right artists to get to that spot. You know what I'm saying? Because
I feel that
they had the A&R back then discovering the talent, and also you got to think about it. When you had to do music, and this is just another like little fucking tidbit, you had to record that to wax. So you had to like do it. You had to do like the takes over, and like you couldn't go back and re-record no vocals. If you fucked up, you had to start all over again. Like, that was it. You had so the feeling was. I mean, you probably done got about 20 takes where you done got to that one, because audio and recording wasn't the same. Now everybody could just punch in and do shit. The feelings are different now. There's so much we could do. I think music is going to evolve, I think, for the most part. And I'm hopefully, the way the music's going, the way labels are dying, which I want them to just fade the fuck away, because we don't need it.
I know.
The labels is what's killing music. And let's keep it real. The white labels is what's killing music, because they don't know what the fuck music is. So how do you tell a black artist who's coming from his soul to trying to make money but making music too? You know, how could you tell me what my song's gonna sound like? What song I gotta release? When I sign that deal, I know artists that take everything down when they sign that deal. I couldn't find no music from them. Now I'm working with the artists now. But I couldn't find none of their old shit. Because once you sign that deal, that's it. It goes away. You have to do and make what they want you to make, especially if it's the sound they want you to sound like. How Lupe got caught that shit. You know what I'm saying? Lupe was one of the artists, really fire fucking artists. forget about Lupe a lot. When people instead of tops, we forget Lupe. Like, how could we forget Lupe, right? So, like, can music go back to what it was? I don't think it's gonna be able to, but I think it's gonna take the right A&Rs to find the artist. Because I'm an A&R too. So, I mean, I have an artist down here. She sounds like a mix between Tina Marie, Sade, and fucking who else? Tina Marie, Sade, and a little bit of Minnie Rippers. Like,
what?
She can sing, and Billie Holiday.
What?
Take Minnie out. I have a song with her. We recorded it. It sounds warm like an old Billie Holiday song. And the drummer, he didn't have his the story. He didn't have his what do you call it, the brushes on it. That nigga he's a great drummer. He got an album out right now, Joe Dyson. I'm gonna look him up. Great, like a legendary drummer from New Orleans. Went to school with him. He put paper on his hands. Like I'm gonna show y'all. Like he did some shit like this. I kid you not. He did this. We sitting at the drum set, and I'm like, you ain't got your brushes on. It's all good, bro. You just do your thing. He said, I got it. You get one of these. All right, let's go. I said, he did this. So you can hear it in the songs. And the way he did it with fucking paper. Like, the most creative, blow your fucking mind. The song sounds just like Billie Holiday. It's basically like Billie Holiday song.
Wow.
The artists are there, and it's whether the A&Rs or whether the people want to take it and accept it. Because we want that shit. Let's keep it real. I like that 808. I like that kick. I ain't gonna lie. I like the drum, the beat. I like a good fucking snare. You know, I love it. I mean, I like a good fucking beat that's fire. And I like what my shit is, I use the soul sample shit, right? And I also use the soul that comes with it. So, say, prime examples, Earth, Wind & Fire, they inspired me to do something this Sunday, right? So, that's what it be Sunday.
Yeah.
Earth, Wind & Fire song with a trap, with a sample. I have my own kick. Put that shit together on an Earth, Wind & Fire song. Now we done brought it back. Add instruments on top of it, but like a bass, because the bass really would like bring that shit out to the spirit. Right. You know, put that fucking bass, put a guitar on that shit. Look, I'm just like, that's what's missing. The live instrumentation on the music, the live instrumentation. Because you can make the music, but you gotta have the live feeling to it. And actually, lyrics that make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like Bruno got good lyrics. Anderson .Paak got good lyrics. I like Ty Dolla $ign. I do like his shit too. Babyface had a song on the radio. Finally got it. Brand new song.
Oh really?
Yeah. Song on the radio hot. I like Kim. You girl.
I know a girl.
Still bring you back to the old times, so they still have those artists.
That's true.
It's whether we gonna accept it in, because we want to hear, we want to hear what we want to hear. But people who really love music, like all us in this room, we the last of the Mohicans. Because these little kids, they growing up on something different. Parents like you, Mo, like
yeah.
And your own son, you know what I'm saying? You playing the right music. My daughter over here singing, make you wanna boogie.
Yeah. She watches Jazzy Jeff with her grandmother. That's how I learned the music, right? Gotcha.
So she listens to the show. Every old song come on the radio, turn it up, daddy. They new shit. I don't like that. Turn that shit off. Turn that off.
I know. It's the same thing.
You know, so she likes all the old music. But I'm playing old music. So I'm playing, you know, I wanna be ready, baby.
Yeah.
I'm playing in the house, so she's hearing it. And she's making her own songs. Like she's freestyling music. Like Daddy, I wrote a song.
Oh,
like,
cool.
Like five, you know, and then she made a beat of it. So like, you know, as parents, we have to expose them to the music to make this like. And this is the other thing on just society in general. Like us being conditioned for so long, right? I'm not saying I'm losing hope for us, but only a couple of us can really make the change we need to make.
Yeah.
It starts with the youth. If you want the music to change, if you want the world to change, technology, everything, it starts with the kids. Right. Take the social media shit. Like if I was president, I'm banning social media. That shit out of here. Facebook, all the rest of that.
I know. Hey, wait.
I'm telling you, out of here. I'm doing like China. Out of here. I'm telling you, it's boom. They're losing the confidence, and it's making them be people who they're not. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Like think about it. Like it even makes us less confident in the things that we're doing because we comparing ourselves to people who are literally photoshopping their life.
That's
true. They're photoshopping their life onto an image. Right. Bow Wow sitting on the plane in the back. Bro, it's fine. It's fine if you live in a regular life. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. It's cool. We all know that you ain't had a hit in so long. It's cool, Lil Bow Wow. I'm still calling you Lil Bow Wow. It's cool, dog, because your shit back in the day used to bang. So, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
I didn't see that one.
You know, so yeah, social media is really. I think that's. I mean, they're gonna have therapists are gonna have to like start making up different terms for what the fuck is going on with social media. It's not only affecting music, it's affecting relationships, it's affecting psyches. That's how we get our information.
What you say?
We eat,
your food.
the advertisement. Like, it's a lot of shit that's with that. So yeah, that's my.
It's a lot coming from a business perspective. You know, social media. Like when I look at Facebook and even to market on there. It's like literally Facebook and Google are your two major platforms. And it's like when you compare, okay, do I go the Google way or do I go the Facebook way? And when I tell you Facebook is extremely strict on the things that you can market on their platform because they know, I mean, they have millions of people. Like if I had to choose between Google and Facebook, I would choose Facebook. And it's because everybody is on it. And then Facebook, by them now owning Instagram, is like you get two platforms in one, you know, in any campaign. And it's a little different for me because my shop, well, you don't know, but I sell PureBlissKinky.com. I sell adult novelties and lingerie. So I can't really market like I want to on Facebook. I have to have that professional handshake. But the thing is, I had to really be clever and think about the way that I can put ads out on Facebook just to generate traffic. And in comparing costs to Google, Facebook for me is really inexpensive and it captures more people. And it's like when I really looked at it, I'm like, dang, they got a lot of people on Facebook. It's crazy.
They got millions of people.
Yes.
I mean, I remember when Facebook had first started, it wasn't so many people.
Exactly.
You remember MySpace? MySpace popped? Remember that?
I remember MySpace. Y'all remember Black Planet?
Black Planet?
I'm going to ask you that too. If you want to like any social media back, would it be MySpace? But you didn't have to. Well, would it be MySpace?
I would say Black Planet was fun.
I would say Black Planet because it was our shit. And also, because let's keep it real, like we are probably some like number one consumers of the social media. Right?
Yep.
Right. We do statistic wise too, but also like because MySpace is actually like I read something like it was teaching us how to code. Because if you think about it, like you really had to go through your page, find the color, go to the spot where your color was, insert the actual shit so the color would change, go back.
HTML. Yep. I had stuff falling from my page, all kinds of stuff.
So like that shit was genius. Now when Facebook started popping, like I think that shit was because it ain't code, you can't change the images. Like I think people it was tired of doing it. You know what I'm saying? But I think at some point, I gotta keep it real. I would want something else. You know, social media is something that we have engulfed ourselves more into. Like even MySpace at a certain point. Oh, I'm not your top. I don't mean nothing to you. Man, it's a fucking top. Leave that up. Like, you know, I remember one time I had a girlfriend on MySpace and she was number 2 next to my sister. I was like, no, this is my sister. Like, this is my blood sister. Like, what are you tripping on about?
She gonna be number 1. Hey, you know what? Come to find out, hey, a lot of people used to do that because every time you go on their page on MySpace, they used to do so everybody fussing about being number 1. What they'll do is take a picture of God and put him number 1 and be like, what you gonna fuss about? What you gonna fuss about? What you gonna sit up? What you gonna fuss about being number 2? So, all right. But I want to say this too, man. I want to say congratulations to Faith, man. Welcome back, Faith. Faith on the page. Faith on the page. What's up, Faith?
Thanks, guys. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been like crazy last couple of months, but I wanted to make sure that I got in this last day of March at least.
I know.
You know?
Last day.
Yeah. February went by so fast, and it's just, I can't even believe it's April tomorrow, but what's good, y'all?
I know.
Well, we're talking about some, right now, we're talking about some good news and good soul food.
Yeah, it's a good, great conversation. It's a great conversation.
You know what time of day it is. But I'm about to say this too, Quinn. One thing I'm about to say, bro, and I'm going to say this though, because Tupac said it a couple years ago. He said, for us to change the world, you gotta change the way you eat, the way you think. You know what I'm saying? Which is yourself first. Then, like you say, we the last people on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Of the planet that can, really keep this world, with rhythm, soul, and what is this? Funky. But I'm gonna just say this too, because you had said something. You say you more of like the 808 and something else you had said with the bass and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this too. Like when I learned about me making music too, I found out that I'm more of a melody person. I like melody. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think that came from me playing in the band because I used to play mellophone. And matter of fact, I played everything. Almost everything. Started off with 10 drums that didn't work for me. When the trumpet, and like that. Went to baritone, more everything you had to carry. So I went to mellophone. Something about mellophone, man, that in my eyes, and all these band heads, they come after me for this. When I'm gonna say that, you know what I'm saying? What? I'm gonna say this though, straight up. In my eyes, without the mellophone, it won't be no band. It won't be no band. Without the mellows, you know what I'm saying, the tubas and all that, it won't be nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, trumpets, but I'm gonna say this, man, screaming demons all day, hands down, be the best of the land. You know what I'm saying? Without us, it won't be no band. Drum in, what you doing? Pulling the stick and launching, you want to know. But
what? The drum majors made you want to look at your section, okay? Okay.
You kind of right though. I ain't gonna lie. Like they made you want to look, but I never thought they did shit for this dance. I was more in tune with the drums was doing.
Yeah, true. But if the drum major looked boring, like if they didn't, bring attention to the band, you ain't really paying attention. I mean, that's probably just for Mardi Gras. You know what I'm saying? Like if, I never really paid attention to the drum majors actually at like football games and stuff like that. It was really about the sections at that moment. But if it was a parade, then yeah, the drum majors.
Well, tell you the truth, like, drum majors are more of, what you call them pretty boys that just,
You had a problem with pretty boys?
No. Drum major was one of those dudes that was just stuck up. I'm gonna say that.
Not all the time. We had some cool drum majors.
No, I ain't say all of them. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
You have some of your drum majors. When you was a drum major, it's like, you know what I'm saying?
You was like the MVP of the football team.
Man, you know what, man? I'm gonna switch this conversation.
Wait. But I feel where you going. It was like, yeah, like being a drum major was like being on a football team.
To college, don't come out for me. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back to this music thing, man. But I'm gonna just say this though, man. But like you said, we the last of them all, and I ain't gonna lie to you, man. There's a lot of stuff when I play music, I cook, I listen to certain types of music. If it ain't the Isley Brothers and all that, for sure I'm listening to some Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Mike hands down and keep you, you know what I'm saying, in the mood. Even though he did not have those types of music like the Isley Brothers and the
Oh, he had, but he had his own little vibe though.
Mike had. I want to play this that Mike had, bro. Mike had like over 100 plus songs, bro. Like from
yes.
You know what? When you talk about the little Mike, man, you talk about the little Mike. I'm talking about,
when he was like 5'6", I think Mike was about 5 or 6 too. Like, I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about, like, Mike had so much music, and I'm sitting there playing song after song, like, oh, there's so much music. Like, the ultimate verses would have been Mike versus Prince.
I know. Oh, man.
That's it. Like,
it's a draw.
He had a beat, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, I love Prince. Like, Prince is that dude.
He is.
I thought
Mike had some shit.
Prince is that dude.
It was like a solid, it wasn't that big of a beat like
No, they knew. Everybody knew. Everybody knew the beef in the industry. Cause like if you saw the interview, Prince talking about how he was supposed to be Wesley Snipes in the Bad video. He, like Mike called Prince was like, yeah, you want to come be in my video? And Mike was like, and Prince was like, cause the line was like, your butt is mine. And Prince was like, he's like, ain't nobody about to tell me that my butt is dead. But the lyrics is like, your butt. So that was they beef. Like, Nas and Cole had like, he said Ethan, you got to take over. That was his. Like, so if you look at the song, now go back to this Michael Jackson song and the shit he was saying. That kind of may have been a Prince beat. The shit he was saying in the song. So go back and listen to. That's why they was petty. Like they was petty. Like the way they did they shit. Like Mike and Prince had petty moments. Like
wow.
Like tell you go listen to it. And they got an interview on it too. And I think Chris Rock is the person interviewed or some shit. And he said that. So it's like they had some petty moments. Like Prince would invite Michael Jackson to come to the show and come play the guitar in front of his face and shit, and be riding on the back of his security guard. Look, they got some fucking wild stories, bro, between them. It was petty, but everybody knew. And Mike was the one that would have given it a chance, though. I think out of the both of them, Mike was the one that probably would have collabed with him and given it a chance. Honestly, I think.
Wow.
Overall,
I never knew that.
He was never at that standpoint because his thing was like, I'm a musician. You don't play no instrument. Like I got this. And people was always comparing them, because they were so big. Yeah, right. Right. But I mean,
Prince,
shit,
like,
right?
he was snobby. He
Yeah.
was super snooty,
Oh,
like, musicianism, you know what I'm saying? Musicianship.
Oh, yeah.
Weird. Yeah.
He's very snobby, but behind closed doors, like the most giving fucking person you would know. You know what I'm saying? Like they had so many like anonymous gifts that he gave like homes to people and like paid bills, and he's like, I don't want my name, don't put my name on it. I think around the hardest time, I think we became a Jehovah's Witness to him before. So giving. Like in Prince's story, he had beef with Rick James too, like because he was touring with Rick James. So Rick James well, it wasn't because Rick James was actually intimidated by Prince. Because Rick James was like, like this little bitch about to put me out my show. Because Prince would come on the stage, he come on with all that crazy shit he used to put on Prince. Come on, like a leather jacket with the little drawers and shit on. People about to put me out my show. They have stories on that too. Rick James, like there gotta be somebody that took it. There was. It's like a cartoon. So it's like Rick James and Prince, like, because he was touring with them around, I think, when Crazy You and 4U came out. He had the fro and shit around that time. So he was young too. Prince was like really young.
Yeah.
Because Rick James was like that pimp in music though. Like Rick James was like that pimp.
But Rick James that dude too. Rick James is fucking amazing. And he was singer-wise.
Him and Tim Marie had a hit together, and Rick James had a song with Eddie Murphy. It's crazy. Eddie Murphy and Rick James did a song together, which is when I saw the song. Yeah, I was looking at it.
That was funny, everything. I used to think that was a joke.
Voice out this world. I ain't gonna lie. Like I think if we had like Prince could sing, Mike could really sing, right too. But he was younger too. But you think about Mike got older, things got a little different, right?
Right.
But Rick James was an older man. The way that boy could blow and the note he could hold.
Yeah. Yeah. And leave them.
Yeah, he hold that. I used to do.
So you got your boy out there too, Smoking Robinson. Because Smoking Robinson then laid up there and wrote songs for for Mike, when they were smaller, and also matter of fact, he wrote a lot of songs for a lot of people, like the Temptations, like he did a lot of other groups that we don't know about. And the thing is, I was thinking about this other thing. Like, I have a question, and my question is, Mr. biggest of them all, but she's very quiet. She's very, very quiet. Hold on.
What is he doing?
Hold on, my damn
You having technical for difficulties.
Hold on, I gotta charge my
Is it Mercury retrograde?
No.
No. Well, I can't blame you on that.
I am so done with that one right now.
We're done. Are we in some other type of lunar phase or something? Okay.
Listen.
Our Venus stuff going on.
I'm gonna say why I'm moving though. Like, you got Lipo on Rose.
Who?
Diana.
What about her?
Diana Ross. Yeah, Diana Ross.
Yeah. She been quiet. Like, she literally got her own little hut and she don't come out.
No,
She
she's.
don't come out.
Diana Ross and Champagne gotta move at all if they don't want to. They ain't gotta do nothing.
I told you that would be a good verses too.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I look too. And John Ross, son, come. So, Tina Turner.
Oh, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
Man.
Yeah, we look at Tina like the female James Brown. Like,
I know, right? I mean, that's well put.
Yeah, ain't nobody more like Tina, man. Tina was
No.
a whole different, like, and she was the entertainer. You look at Beyonce, you look at a young, another newer version of Tina, kind of.
Exactly. That's
But
exactly.
not quite her, but the way she moved, like, you just look at her, like, her legs, listen, like, you know, you can tell, like, her mama was probably, like, fucking with Tina. So you look about, like, she probably
Right.
you know, so.
Wow. Yeah, that's true.
So, anything like you got that's coming out that's new, like for your new album or new project you got coming out?
Yes. So I have a project coming out called Universe Life very soon. So I'm actually just finishing up the demo version of it. Like it's went through literally 10 different phases, 10 different albums. So where I work is I don't just put shit together, right? So this is probably like 5 albums put together. It's got shit from I have one song on there where I'm actually talking about like love, but the song is about like actually a gun. So it's about me and the gun, but I'm talking about the love that I have for like it could be either way. Like you have to listen to it again.
Mm-hmm.
And in the songs too, there's gonna be like different frequencies that will like heal you in your ear, but you won't be able to hear. So the first single is More Money. That's gonna be featuring Jim Jones. So that'll be coming out probably within the next 2 months or so. And then I actually have a video coming out, Here I Go, which is the Johnny Gill sample. There you go.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, so that's coming out like ASAP. All we're doing right now is waiting for the PR, and we're going through a lot of things in Dipset as far as like buyers and investors and stuff like that. So that's gonna be my first major release. It's coming out under Vamp Life Records and Empire. So
Cool.
Empire like for the show? Empire?
No, distributor.
Distributor crazy. I don't even know if that show still come on.
So yeah, he is a real like record label distributor.
I don't think it come on no more, huh?
I don't know, I think it ended. Yeah. But funny, look, crazy story. There's an extra story here. Like, you remember Akeem, the Akeem, the guy who put the
Yep.
I had like a direct connect to being him. Like all I had to do was send a fucking headshot in, and I was like this close to being Akeem.
What?
I was so mad. I went back and I even auditioned for a spot later. But they lost the audition tape. So I was like, how the fuck do you lose the audition tape? Just a random fucking shit. I guess it's somebody who wanted it. I don't feel like they wanted us to make it, you know?
For real. New Orleans.
But I was so mad because I was a little out of shape and they wanted like me to fit and I things were a little crazy and I was hustling, so allegedly. So they was a little crazy at that spot. So, but I mean, it was a great show. It was fire. Terrence and Taraji and Andre, that little dude, the big brother.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was like he's a great actor. He's a really great actor. He held that shit together.
He was cool.
I'm sure they could have put a nice boat pictures, some type of food together, 20 and stuff like that.
They probably could have, but they kind of want you like made and shit. You know, they kind of want you made when you get there. I think it was me because I was going through a lot of like, you know, how ourselves we actually we hold ourselves back. So it was me holding myself back in that moment, you know. But what's for you gonna be for you, you
Right.
know? So that wasn't for me at that time. You know, like you know, if you go through, you know, relationships, jobs, you know, whatever. What's for you is gonna be for you. It's not. If it ain't there, it ain't meant for you. That's not what God had for you. That's not the picture that God painted for you. Like you can throw whatever smudge, mud, whatever you want in the picture, it's gonna fall off. That picture's already created for you. You know,
Right.
So I look back and like, damn. But at the same time, like, you know what? Something better's coming, and it already came. I work hard to be at the spot I'm at now, and to be, like you said in the beginning of the call, to be so of a ghost-like power. You know what I'm saying? People don't even know. And that's exactly how I want to keep it until I can give me a match in Puerto Rico somewhere.
Real.
See, the thing is, like I said, I'm gonna say this one more thing about you too. What I know about you, and another thing, you remind me of some more like a neo, like I said, underground person. Because like what I'm saying is that a lot of people, like I said, you like more of like what they call that dude name. And he sleeped on, even Big Crit. Big Crit is sleeped on like blood. Like, so nobody don't know nothing about it. Every time I go and ask people about Big Crit, I'm like, who is that? I'm like, bro, you don't know who Big Crit is? Like, bro, for real? Like, the dude is like really soulful. Like, he make beats and he rap. So what I'm saying is, man, that a person like you, tomorrow, like if you know nothing ain't gonna happen, but at the end of the day you'll keep it going because you have so much talent for us when it comes down to music. So
thank you so much. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, man, you can make things happen with a blink of the eye, and I feel like, bro, like I said, it's by choice with you. You could have been in that limelight, but you know what I'm saying, the Kanye West and the Jay-Z's and all that, as DJ Muscles and all them, you know what I'm saying, by now. But like I said, you're very humble because you're like, this is not you, you know what I'm saying? You're like, shit, if I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it my way, you know what I'm saying, not their way. So, and I feel where you're coming from, so I just want to say, man, I'm glad you came on the show, and anytime you want to come on and drop more projects, anything, shit, but I won't hold you up. I know you're a busy man. You got things you going. I'm about to go wash some clothes. I'm about to go home at this album. You know, but it's all good. I'm really appreciative you guys having me on the show. Look, I got a show on Quarantine Studios. It's 97.9 The Plug Radio. It's Dipset's radio station. And Quarantine Studios, they run it now. So I got a show on there like every Tuesday that I'm about to start back up.
Okay.
Y'all more than welcome everybody on here to come be a guest on my show.
Oh, cool.
Mine's not a virtual show right now. It's more just a regular, like a radio show, like if you was here on the radio. And
right.
I think my first show, I'm doing a set for Common, and I'm trying to get him to do like maybe some radio shit on it. So the reach is undeniable at that point. Y'all all more than welcome to come on the show when I started back up after that album. I'm gonna get a lot of shit going too. I have artists that need music played. You gonna get music played long as they got their BMI and they shit right. Send them to me. I'm gonna listen to it. I'm running through the right because I gotta send it through Dipset too because it's new music show. And we can always do that. You're more than welcome to do so. I really appreciate that. It was a fire fucking talk. Real. Interview like that in a while.
I know, right?
What I was saying to you, man, like, I gotta plug myself in too. So look, what I'm gonna do is, man, I look forward to doing some collabing with you, man, and showing up that we can start doing something together, making something happen for us in the future. So, if you got some music or whatever, man, like I said, I can, put over on here and, we do some collab where we can start getting to work, man. Of course. I'll fuck around one day if y'all open to whatever y'all want to do, make a beat on the show right quick. I'm saying if y'all want to do something.
Oh, that'd be cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like on the spot, or write or whatever y'all want to do, something like that. So y'all just let me know. I'm down for whatever. All right, King, man, stay up, man. All right, y'all. Cheers.
All right, thanks for coming on.
No problem. Thank y'all.
Man, I'm talking about, man, y'all don't know who we know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know who we know. I mean, I've been saying this for the longest, long channel and try to bring a lot of people to the forefront, you know, to the platform. Because really, what's new in your world is really about, you know, coming on here showing what you got to bring to the world, what you got, you know, whatever you're working on. If you just scooping up dog shit, you know what I'm saying? Bring it to the page.
Abort.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Did you say? No.
Maybe you were gonna say something like that.
I'm just saying though. Hey, somebody gotta pick up the shit. Somebody gotta do it, you know. So, I'm just
anyway.
Saying, but yeah, it's just been a great night. But I say it like this though, I definitely gonna have him coming back because I feel like, you know, he still didn't, you know, really just touch the real or something for who he is and stuff. Next time we're gonna just let him play some of his music and have it set up. Then he play some of his music and show his talent. Because when I say y'all listen, y'all think I was just, you know, egoing, like, you know, what they call his pause. I wasn't riding him with no pause. This man is really, he's the GOAT. Okay, he's the GOAT. For real, I'm not saying that. And the reason why I'm saying that because, I'm one of his, let me say one of his students. Because every time I go by him, I learn something new from him. So, and speaking on that, I was, the other day, I hired and parked my truck, and I made a beat. And it was just a tune just jumped in my head and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So what I did was I made a beat, and named the beat Iowa 309 PM. That's the name I named it. But it was my very first R&B song, you know what I'm saying? But
is there any significance in the name and the location of where you were and the time? Perhaps.
I just put Iowa, because that's why I wanted to.
That's what I was saying, okay.
Yeah, I was in Iowa. Iowa, and the time that I made it was 309.
See, yeah.
So,
okay.
So that was the quickest name to come up with. So, and then I knew once he hit his beat, man, it's about to take off. It's definitely gonna take off, for real.
That's cool. Well, I mean, Kush, you do music too. When you gonna play your music for us on the show?
We can do another episode. You feel me? I'm down to do it. Play
That's cool.
Some songs, that'll be dope.
Yeah, you could talk at least play some of the songs and talk about. Because to me, every song has a journey. Like when you start the process of writing it, and maybe not so much what you were going through, but you know, even the thought process of writing. Like back in the day, I used to quote unquote call myself wanting to be in a girl group, and we used to write music, but it was just certain places. Like for me, you know, if I'm in a room and it's, you know, it's quiet, or if I'm listening to some other music, then I could write something. Or my best writing was always in the shower, so I had to keep my recorder. We had recorders back then. So I had to keep it on record just so that it can record as I was just start saying whatever, so I can go back to it. But, you know, those were my moments. So everybody has those moments of when you write, even the process for writing. Because what, do you just sit down with a pad and then just start writing? Do you have to hear the beat first? Or do you have to have the lyrics first? You know, everybody's process is different. You know, I find I would write and have the beat in my head, but when I would go to somebody to make the beat, they would never come out the same. And probably because, you know, I wasn't going to the right people anyway. We used to go to this dude. It was one name. We actually called him Uncle Bruh. I know. Crazy, right? But Uncle Bruh. But he had his bass guitar and he'd be ding, 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 ding. He'd be rolling. But all them stories are back in the day. But, you know, we had this one song that nobody could put a beat to. Of course, we wasn't going to professionals, but still. I found that it was better, in my case, to have the beat first and then make songs, you know, have a lyric to go with it. But anyway, that's my point. We could talk about, you know, the process and what mood you got to be in, and, you know, how some songs are inspired. I have one song I wrote that was definitely inspired by hurt. And to me, it was like, it's the best song that I've ever written in my lifetime. Of coming with talking about from the first verse all the way to the bridge to the end of it. Like, I had the whole thing. And I could actually, it was the first time I connected with a song that I wrote because of the pain that I had. And you was able to sing it that way because it was coming from that pain place. You know what I'm saying? So everybody have, their,
like that too, like, one of my family members had passed, and it's probably like the best song I ever wrote, but I could never perform it or I could never record it because I'll break down every time.
Right.
I'm like, dang.
Right. Yeah, it's one of the. I mean, I could sing it now because I don't feel the pain, but but it was just the point that it was the first time for me that I wrote something and it actually resonated at the time that I wrote it. To be able to sing it differently. Like, I could sing anything else, but that song is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? And maybe today I might have to put a little more effort because I don't have the pain or whatever, but it still comes from a different place. And it had a different type of emotion compared to all the other songs, that we wrote. But the name of our group was Feminine Pleasure. That sounds so the 80s, so 90s.
You say similar and pleasure?
Bruh.
Feminine pleasure?
Feminine.
Yeah. Pleasure, yeah.
Feminine. As feminine, femininity. Feminine pleasure. Feminine pleasure. Feminine pleasure. So, yeah.
You have songs like on YouTube and stuff like that?
YouTube wasn't back out for us back then.
Oh.
Yeah. You revealing my age, bruh. No, we didn't have YouTube back in the day. So, no. We went studio hopping. And we always had connections going to the studio, but it was always because either somebody in the group, the person that owned the studio, liked one of us. So, of course, they wanted us to come to the studio just so they could be around us. And we would stay in the studio and watch other people perform in the studio. Then we would sing. And then it was like, okay, now you just want us here. So that's the kind of stuff we as women went through. But we would, keep going around. Until somebody heard, and then I guess we got older, we started living our own lives, we graduated high school, went to college, had children, and from that part it was just a dream. So I don't think I don't think I would do it. Now, I would sing on somebody's track. If you need a voice or a chick to sing or sample on the track, I got you. I do that. But me getting up and performing, or even if it was a single and I had to perform it, just or something like that, I'll do that. But as far as having a career in the industry, nah, God knew what he was doing. It's not for me. No.
Well,
nope.
That's dope. I'm gonna have to get back at you with one of those a hooker.
One of them song. Hey, I sing a hook all day long.
But definitely we're gonna have to put something together because without music, I don't think the world would be what it be. You know what I mean?
What you crunching on?
Think about it. I just want to say something though. I want to get all something to think about.
What's up?
The world would be like without music. Exactly.
Yeah. I'm about to say, you got to have it. I mean, music literally does a lot for a lot of people. It convinces people, it encourages people to move on. I mean, I was listening to something. Yeah, it's very exactly. It's very therapeutic. I was watching something on YouTube or something, and it was an artist, and it was like saying, man, you've no idea how much your music have inspired me. And it was like, they were on the verge of committing suicide and they were able to listen and resonate with their music. Like, music is just that important. It is therapy. It It is. Like I used to say back in the day.
It's like when the slaves would have to, they'll come up with songs just to get through a whole day of working in the fields. You feel me? Like,
Yep.
It gets through so many hard times.
Yeah. It was a language too, because they sang them songs and they meant something. You knew if you heard a certain song that meant to be over there by the barn because we about to escape.
The crazy part about all this, where music really came from, it came from war. Because they used to use the drums for war. Like the war drums when they about to go to war. So
really?
Drums, yeah. So like your different types of animal skin, like your let's see, your cow skin and all that. They had different types of like like your 808s, like Presley was talking about. You got drums that's called war drums. So when you hear that boom, 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 that stuff right there, like they really was getting ready for war. Like, you know what I'm saying? So back then, before it was music, it was just war. It was war stuff going on. Then even with the horns, you hear the horns come out, the horn.
Well, dang, I would hate to be the people playing in the music during the war. Like, I ain't trying to get shot at. I'm just the music player. Did I have a weapon too?
Nah, I guess they do that when it was like, I don't know what they were going back then, but I guess music wasn't developed where it is today. You know what I'm saying? Music is more of a, like you said, and Quest said, is a spiritual healing that you go to, like even when you meditate. You know what I'm saying? You got meditative music now. You know what I'm saying? You go and meditate and listen to that. That was a long stretch. But you got all. What? Hey, Quest. Say, bro. You was way back there, like way back there to get out. Huh? That's why I had a hard time today, huh? I just want to say this though. Music is definitely everything. So without music, a lot of stuff won't be here. You gotta think about it. You make sounds on every type of way. Like even if you nail in the wall, that's music right there. You know what I'm saying? If you get up in the bed and you rhythm up, and if you get out the bed, you hear that squeak on out your bed. That's
music, man. Music gives me life.
You don't put that double before on that thing. You know what I'm saying? That's wrong. I can use that.
Music gives me life. Ain't that right, Alexa?
That's funny.
But music is everywhere. Definitely is everywhere. Definitely. But if I want to tell y'all, I just want to ask y'all this though. If you wanted to give, if you wanted to give music as a present, what type of music you would? Each one of y'all got your own type of music y'all like.
What music would you give it as a present?
Yeah, what music you would give to a person to listen to? What type of genre? I'm gonna say genre.
Man, that depends on who the person is.
Exactly.
Who the person is.
Well, but no, this will hear me out. You're right. It depends on who the person is, but guess what? If you give somebody music that they like, then that's really you're not really helping them to tap into a world.
But it depends on their background though. Like, what is it? A kid from the hood? Is it a kid from a different country? Like, that has to. It don't mean what music they like, but just a little bit of their background, like an example. You feel me?
But hold on, time out. First of all, we're not talking about no kid from a whole other country. We're talking about people that's in your environment. Okay?
So somebody that grew up with my background?
Or with your background, but you didn't tap into something else, a whole different genre of music.
Yeah, like a mindset changing type of music or genre. You know what I mean? So like something that they usually would not be listening to on the regular, and something that would, you know, kind of stream a different frequency in them altogether, right?
Yeah. And so what type of
It depends, again, it depends on who the person is. Like, oh man. I mean, like right now, I'm listening to some like lo-fi beats right now in the background.
Lo-fi beats, I've never heard that before. You know, what is that? Teach me.
It's just on Spotify, but it's a pretty cool playlist. So I usually like go through them to discover like new stuff, because everybody. I mean, I like Spotify a lot in some ways. I like Apple Music for videos and things, but everybody that is discoverable in a way that you should, you know, they're on there, and I usually just go through all the playlists and like save the albums and everything. So yeah, I can't remember what the description is, but like I wanted to forward that to my son's girlfriend. I don't know what kind of music she listens to, because I just have been getting to know her lately. And she's like, I'm on there. And I'm like, well, and she's like, I can't, I don't like looking for music though. And I'm like, well, I'm just going to send you some things then. Because if you have an account, easy. I'll just send you some stuff. And then you can just listen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what about you? What type of music would you send to someone that you care about, but you want to, get them to listen to different types of genre of music, which is, you're not afraid to express what type of music and, what music would it be?
For me, I would do weird. Like I said, the Erykah Badu. So it would have to be, that's usually R&B. I don't know if you want to call it the neo soul, but your Erykah Badu's, your Jill Scotts. But the genre would be R&B. Sade. Like.
Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You asked what kind of music?
Yeah.
Vangelis.
I thought you were about to say Fantasia.
What?
No. Vangelis. Just look him up. He's so badass.
I'm gonna check him out.
Vangelis, girl. I'm gonna put it on the chat, and oh my god, like seriously.
What type of music you make?
He's been doing stuff since the 70s, and he's made scores for like Blade Runner, the old school one.
And it's more like a rock thing, or more like a what?
No, he's really big on piano, but he pretty much can create sounds with keyboards, right? But I know that he works with other instrumentalists, and I know like for this one movie, Alexander, like he did the score for that, and I think he hooked up with some musicians to do like the strings and stuff like that. He's badass. One of my favorite. Do you remember the band Yes? Anyway, so John Anderson, he was the lead singer to that, and so one of my favorite albums is the one that they did together. It's called The Private Collection. And there's one track in there that's like 22 minutes long, and it takes you on a journey, like literally, it's amazing.
Okay, I'm gonna go look up that band called Yes.
Yeah, but Vangelis, like that. If no one's ever heard of him, like that is my one. That is like I love his stuff. He's just like enigmatic, like. It's super cool.
I have a challenge for everybody who's watching this show, and including the people that's on this podcast right now. I have a challenge. My challenge is to each and one of us to go into different types of genre of music that you would never thought you would listen to. Outside of everyday music you go listen to, I challenge each and one of y'all to go and listen to music, go outside. I know, all right, we ain't talking about pop and hip hop because they mixing pop and hip hop together. We talking about going outside of, a different realm of music and tap into it, and then, come back into the comments and let us know that what type of music that you stumble over and the type of genre of the music to let us know that you discovered something new. You know what I'm saying? Which is what the show is about, what's new in your world. So what did you discover new that your music that you felt like, because really music can trap you because you be stuck in one world, you know what I'm saying, of music. But if you don't challenge yourself to go outside of your comfort zone on top of music, you will miss out on other world or type of music that can put you on a whole different frequency of love.
Yeah, other frequency, exactly. It's funny because Gabe and I were talking about that a while back, how it's just good to listen to other music that you're not comfortable with, so that it opens other frequencies in you. You know what I'm saying? And it's really important. So
like that, like I lied to you. I mean, I don't pick music. Like whatever music that sounds good to me, yeah, I'm running. So when your boy got that song called "Rah," I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been so sad. I just died in your arms tonight.
Wait. He said, I just, what?
I'm serious though. Like, man, listen. I'm going to run it.
P-O-O-P-I-D.
I feel it though. That boy be running. And then when he go with the bridge, he got that round. It make me want to get out the truck and just go. Take the out. You know what I'm saying? For real. Oh, yeah. Take the shirt off.
Oh, man.
I'd be all over the trucks on top of the trailer and stuff. Down my head, off my head down and stuff.
Oh my God, whatever.
Be like, okay, light your lighters up. Put your lighters up. Real stuff though, but and that's what it is. Like, y'all gotta get more creative. Like, y'all serious. Like, music is nothing but like the affinity of creation. Like, with the clothes you wear, everything you got on comes from music. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't listen to one type of particular music, then guess what? You're only gonna dress the same way. You're only gonna make the same amount of money. You're only gonna make the same mistakes that you did last year ago because you're stuck in one world of type of music. You know what I'm saying? So if I challenge everybody to go out and tap into other types of music, you know what I'm saying? Reach out, somebody. Yeah, somebody.
I feel like that could be debatable though. That could be debatable. Because I feel like that's true in a sense where if you only listen to like trap music, right? You can be stuck in that mindset. But just like this is a podcast, right? Say if you stop listening to music and you only want to listen to what's new in your world, then that could put you in a different frequency too. So we'll just drop another gem.
That's another gem because that's what the
Eclecticism. Eclecticism is so important. Eclecticism. You know? So I don't know about y'all, but I love me some Little Dragon too. Little Dragon.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Little Dragon.
Little Dragon, yes.
Okay.
I gotta listen to that. I'm gonna listen to that Little Dragon stuff too. Listen, I'm serious though, cause hey, I remember Little Dragon from knew, well, you know what? I'm gonna go listen to it. I'm gonna listen to it. No, listen. If you don't see me on the show the next 2 weeks, that's because, you know, I done got into some shit. You know what I'm saying? One of mine's pimped and shit, and you know, one across football stadiums half naked and stuff. You know, I didn't got, you know, into that other realm of music now. You know, what happened to Pants though? I just saw them on CNN all across the whole baseball stadium half naked.
I hope the music don't make you do that.
I think some of the best artists who like are like platinum sellers, I think that they actually listen to other music that is not what they make, right? You gotta agree with me on that. You know that.
Yep.
They go to other places that other than what they create. So whether it's music, culturally, maybe like even the way they dress sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
And I love that. You're like it's very it's not predictable. You know what I mean? Or they don't sound the way they do with like the music that they make, and then the way they talk totally different. I love that too.
I know.
You know, yeah, the eclecticism is just key, and sometimes people really surprise us. But that's one of the things that I've caught in some like interviews. I can't really like think of anybody off the top of my head right now, but that's one of the things that really stuck with me as an artist, and like artistic examples of, and really inspiring is like, you know, they go to other avenues for inspiration, not just their own, and like they don't, because you need more like food for creation. Like you're creative. When you're creative, like you need to go to other streams to be inspired and motivated for your artistry, for your craft, you know? So
I think I ain't gonna lie to you, my playlist is so mixed up, like you'll be like, bro, who are you? Like, I'm serious, like I have all types of music in my playlist, like from my mama music, her music she used to listen to music that, you know, that's today. My era, and the only thing, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm gonna challenge myself this week too to go into like jazz music, cause that's something that I don't have.
really?
I don't know where to start at. Like, to go listen to
my
jazz.
God!
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I will send you some stuff. I'm
Yeah. I would like, cause I come from New Orleans, like where, you know, Lord Armstrong, and you know what I'm saying, but I never listened to him, but I know he used to play trumpet and stuff like that. But
like one of my favorite music is some of the stuff like there's a station on Sirius XM called the 40s Junction, and it's all like this old like World War II music. You know, it's really like seriously, it's like the stuff they used to play like on vinyl. You can even hear it like crackling, and then they got trumpets, but it's like
I remember that sound.
You know what I'm talking about? It's very God, what is this? I can't describe it, but it's like, you know, it's low, but then it's like it's happy, and sometimes I just love it. You know, I've got like classical, jazz, chill, which is like deep house, and then I've got groove, which is all of like the, you know, hey, like the old school R&B, like real dancing, and then I've got Frank Sinatra also, and then I've got the 40s Junction. That's my channels, my 6 channels on my Sirius XM.
Let me ask you this question though. Okay, you know hip hop, you know R&B, you know soul.
I love hip hop, yeah.
So my question is to you: what does jazz do to the soul? Because I need to ask you that question because I know hip hop make people do certain things. Rap make people do certain things. Go out there and hustle, or go out here to be like somebody. We got soul. People want to make love to, you know, their loved ones, or you know, get down and cook in the house.
Jazz gives you suave. Wow.
All right, break that down to what's suave music.
Like for me, what I feel when I listen to jazz sometimes, and it's like the perfect, and I feel it because sometimes like jazz and classical are like my two. Those are my top two when I don't know what I want to listen to. I just go to jazz or classical, and it's like boom. But it is in perfect alignment, and it's like the mood is just right. Jazz makes me feel sunny. It makes me feel chic. It makes me feel cool. It makes me feel intellectual.
Okay.
And so it's like suave in all those ways.
Okay. So when you're saying something about classical music, I ain't gonna lie to you, on YouTube I have some Beethoven. No, not Beethoven. My bad. Beethoven.
I'm about to say, wait, no, that's the producer.
I have a favorite Mozart.
Bach, what is that? Bach? I think it's called Bach. Yeah.
There's one favorite group. Like classical has they have a different name for what they call albums and whatnot. But there's one release that Mozart did from back in the day where it's just like a series of pieces, and it's like really one of my favorites. It's so cool.
What you call it? Do the music? I ain't gonna lie to you. When I go back there and listen to classical music, I ain't gonna lie to you. It do give you a peace of mind, though. But what classical music does to people like me, it puts me to sleep, and then when you wake up feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Because you got that music, and you hear like it's a story in the music. You know what I'm saying? In the music. So it's like, you know?
To be honest, man, when I was a kid, every day I was starting my day off by listening to classical music. Like on radio. Now my older brothers will beat me up for it. They'd be like, turn that off. But that's what I was into at the kid.
The funny part about that too, most of the music we listen to today comes from that genre of music. You know what I'm saying?
Classical music?
Yeah, so before it was hip hop, it was classical music. You know what I'm saying? Before everything. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, okay, you know, your guitar, not your guitar, your piano, and, you know, your drums and stuff like that. Rap wasn't even around yet. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even born yet. You know what I'm saying? So, majority of the songs and all that come from, like, elites from these people. Like, Michael Jackson opened a window from, like, everybody opened different doors. You know what I'm saying? Different layers of music. You know what I'm saying? So, in generation, the music constantly evolving to something else. You know what I'm saying? But it also got, you know, like I said, so pretty much, if we go back to, like, you know, the source of music is, you know, what you call classical music. Because before, you know, everything before jazz came out was classical music.
I love classical music. There really is some upbeat stuff. You guys, like it's so like mainstream, or like just one of the masses of me to like save all these different playlists that Spotify has that they create.
Yeah.
I think it's handy because I want to like create my playlist on Spotify under my profile.
Yeah.
But seriously, I have been using, because I'm busy, you know, I'm a busy mom and all that kind of stuff, and sometimes it just depends like what mood I'm in, like what I need to hear to get me going. Right. But they have one on here called Mozart Study. Oh my God. I swear to God, I had that thing playing for like 3 weeks straight. It was on heavy rotation.
It's probably relaxing.
I loved it. It was just like, it just had that right amount of, but it was like chill, and it would help me focus, and still like feel like upbeat and sunny and happy, and like just right there in the middle where I needed to be. Not too much noise.
Right.
Like, oh my God, like, can we switch this up? You know, like, it was just that perfect frequency. and I'm kind of tired of it now because I played it over and over. I have in rotation for a while. So those are handy. Those are handy, and the reason I'm saying that is because there is classical music out there that doesn't make you fall asleep. That is just the right frequency, and it actually grounds you, you know, and keeps you consistent, so that you can get things done, you can focus, or it just puts you in a very centered mood where you don't feel like you're gonna go, left or right too far. Like sometimes I just can't. Like I love house music, I love deep house, but like sometimes I can't listen to just the do. But when I'm like in my car, that's perfect, right?
So,
yeah.
So, like I said, the challenge for the week is to tap into music that's outside of your comfort zone and learn something from it and write down what it was that you learned from it.
Yeah, you giving us homework?
Yeah. Think about it, like, because it's something, once you learn something about that you like, about that music, that's something that you didn't know something about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And as another one-on-one, learning more about yourself and what you like. You know what I'm saying? Open up another door for yourself to go and tap in and become something greater than you was yesterday. And hey, because I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. When I made this music, it was like a tune that came in my head.
There you understand.
I had my equipment on my truck at the right time, because if I didn't have it, I would have been mad, because I would have been like, damn, I got the tune in my head. The only thing I would have had is my phone to record. But then I would have been satisfied, because I would have been like, damn, bro. Okay.
So wait a minute.
This is why y'all was supposed to come with your what? Your pencil and your tablet. Be ready for school. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be ready all the time. So, I mean, and I was ready. Because I sure was. Look, I shut down that day.
You want me to get it?
I was trying to call you orders that you did.
Because I finished my butt, and you wanted to, you wanted me to stop crying.
I was trying to call
But when you give me the whip
I give you
and you want me,
so I like, you know what, I'm gonna just keep on adding to it, you know what I'm saying? And then, right now, like I said, I mean, I got a lot of stuff that I've been making every state I go to. Like I made a beat in your area, in California. I made a beat out there too. So I made a track out there. So every place I go to, I name it something. I named it California. I made one in Virginia. I named one West Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Because I was in Virginia.
West Virginia.
I one in Atlanta. I made one in Atlanta. So every place I go to, I named the beat after a state. So, yeah, man. So it's good for the, to have music, and then too. The reason why I say this too, you say it better. Play music around your kids, so they can know how music was back then. Because with music, because really and truly, what they're trying to do is get rid of the type of music that we grew up on.
Mm-hmm.
So they won't have a mind to think. Because music back then was just more a school, our second school of life. Because when people put the rhythm together, they was teaching you how to get out of certain ways in life to become the next person. Like, you got your KRS-One, you know what I'm saying? He definitely speak on some heavy stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm becoming a fan of him too. And that's way before my time, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta go back and listen to him, because he said some deep stuff that's going on to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you got that, you got Rakim, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff, you got Rakim, you got all these other people that they don't talk about, you know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, before you go forward, sometimes you may have to go backwards to things that go in the future without knowing what was in the past, then how can you get yourself out of a situation that you don't know?
Right, exactly. How can you know where you're gonna go if you don't know where you've been?
Right, that's true. That's true. So that's just what it is, man. Like, I don't know what time it is on my phone. I can talk all day. Oh, it's 10. God damn. Shit. Well, look, it's 10:16. Well, look. I'm gonna say, I think all y'all for coming out. I think, Quest for coming out. I think, Faith for coming out. I think Marcus for coming out. I mean, I think Monique for coming out. You know what I'm saying? I think myself, you know what I'm saying? I want to let everybody know, man. I thank God for every one of y'all for coming on to see y'all, to see and breathe another day and laugh and monkey on this thing, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to say, bro, the show couldn't be nothing without y'all from coming on tonight, bro. And I appreciate everything for y'all do. But one thing I just want to say, man, don't never be afraid to change and be yourself, you know what I'm saying? Don't follow the trend. Become a trendsetter, you know what I'm saying? Because it's very important that, we bring new things in the world. But if we don't, then the world stays the same. You know what I'm saying? It never broke. It always stay the same. So how can you say you are different when you're doing the same stuff every day? You know what I'm saying? So I challenge everybody, like I said, go into listen to music that you don't normally listen to. You know what I'm saying? So, and there's a reason for that. So I just want to say, man, y'all families out there, grab a loved one and you challenge them to listen to some different types of music. You challenge the next person. I give everybody out there to go out there and challenge someone to listen to different types of music that you're not comfortable with, because it's definitely going to make you become someone else that you never thought you had in you. You know what I'm saying? So, and while you're doing it, grab some fruits and eat some fruits in it too. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, as a weekend, y'all have a nice day. Nice night. It'll be a nice day. Depending on what you
Yeah. What correction?
You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, but I just want to say, man, y'all have a nice day. And what's new in your world, I just want to say, y'all, have a nice night. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Oh, wait.
I appreciate y'all for being here. Appreciate that.
Whatever. So, yeah, well, you know how we roll, guys. Every other Wednesday, you can catch us live on YouTube on our channel, What's New in Your World. Our Instagram, Twitter, and our Facebook is WNIYW. You can catch us there, too. No telling what we're going to be talking about on the next Wednesday. Who knows? Don't know. Oh, you know what? We're going to be talking about Kush. He gonna let us know what some of his music is like. There you go. And then, of course, y'all don't forget to tune into the Verses with the Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind, and Fire. Y'all learn some new things about music. I'm going to tune in because I think it's going to be fun. I'm going to learn some new things about music. And it's my connection to kind of bring me back to my father, because this is the type of music that, he liked. So I got this little kid over here who is trying to get into my video and talking about the Whippiana. For those who don't know what the Whippiana is, that's the term that they made up for the belt. The belt name is the Whippiana. So since we virtual school, I gotta keep the Whippiana present at all times. So they always say, Mama gonna get out the Whippiana. So he's like, Mama, are you gonna get out the Whippiana for me coming up in here when I know that you told me to stay in the back? So no, I'm not gonna get the Whippiana out on you. The upper room. He just made his way in the camera. There he goes. And he has succeeded. It's way past his bedtime. So on that note, guys, We're going to see you guys later.
No.
Yeah, we're leaving.
No.
We're leaving. See y'all guys next Wednesday.
No,
Peace
no,
out.
no,
Thanks for
no,
tuning
no,
in.
no,
Hey,
no.
stop it. That's enough.
However